Now, there's a few things that happen when you set expectations from the very beginning on a sales call. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell. Aloha, welcome to Oahu, Waimea Bay. Hey, you know, there's a lot of times where in the sales process that, you know, you sit down with somebody and as you're going through, you almost get to the very end. You're like at the 1 yard line and you're about to ask your closing question, you know, when do they want it? How many do they want? Do you like the widget? You know, do you want it delivered here or do you want it delivered here? And the person goes, hey, you know, before you have a chance to ask that question, they like preempt your statement and they grab your paperwork and they go, hey, is this for me? And your brain's like, what the hell just happened? It's because you didn't set that expectation from the very beginning. You didn't say, hey, this is what's going to happen. You know, once I get done, just tell me yes or no. Now, there's a couple of other things that'll happen too, is sometimes that person will take the paperwork and go, you know what, why don't you just mail this to me? You know, they're like, why don't you just mail it to me? And you're like, whoa, wait a minute. You're like, I'm at the 1 yard line. What happened? Well, it might be that that person's scared of closing. So you're sitting there with them. You're going over everything and you're about to roll out your question. When do you want it? How many do you want? You know, when can we deliver it? Do you want 10? Do you want 20? Do you want them blue? Do you want them red? And the person goes, hey, just email me the information. It's a stall out tactic because, you know, you have a certain amount of momentum when you're there with them. And as second that you leave, all that momentum's gone. And they also know that there can't be any type of like closing pressure put on over the internet and that you've lost out. So you really have to set the expectations from the very beginning. Very beginning. Tell them what's acceptable, what's not acceptable. Because if you don't, what ends up happening is they're like, oh, is this for me? All right, I gotta go. And you're like, whoa, wait a minute. I just did everything and now you're not even gonna give me an answer? Or even worse, you get almost all the way to the end and they're like, all right, well, just email it to me. Oh, that sucks. So just a fair warning, set the expectations from the very beginning, because if you don't, they're gonna set their own agenda and it might suck just like what I shared with you. Hey, if you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, leave a comment, question, story, that'd be fantastic. Scott Sylvan Bell. Oh, wait a minute. And above my shoulder, there's a subscribe button. That's cool too. And Facebook, YouTube, StumbleUpon's all down at the bottom. You really like what you saw? Fantastic. Send it out. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell. Thanks for watching.